Hello friends, now in this session before discussing the topic just observe this chopper and the movement of the fans. You can observe it again. Now from this GIF you can understand what exactly the reality is and what it is showing the effect. So that is called as stroboscopic effect. So in this GIF we have observed that the fans movement is very fast, but it feels that the fan is stopped. It means if the object is moving, but due to some reason, if it is saying that the object is stopped or stationary, or it is in slow motion, even though it is at a higher speed, then that effect is called as stroboscopic effect. So this is the stroboscopic effect which is related to the illumination concept or the light concept under the industrial hygiene and occupational health requirement, and it is also related to the electrical engineering as well as the safety. Because if you observe any type of moving object as a stationary, then there are chances of incident or accident. And that is why we should understand what exactly this effect is, why or how it is generated, and how to remove or eliminate this effect. So this is the simple concept, stroboscopic effect. So all lamps working on AC, that is alternating current, give light which pulsates at twice the supply frequency. So all the lamps working on AC, and the characteristics of this AC light is it pulsates at twice the supply of frequency. So whatever the frequency is there, so that pulsation is twice. And this type of discontinuous light of almost all frequencies can produce this type of effect, which is called as stroboscopic effect. So it is a flashing rapidly to show moving object stationary. So that is the major issue which is related to this stroboscopic effect. Sometimes in this effect, a rotating or a reciprocating object can appear to be stationary or moving slowly, or even appear to be rotating in the opposite directions. So sometimes that fan's movement or whatever the blade movement or whatever the rotating object is, that may appear in the opposite direction or that may appear in the slow motion, even though it is having a higher speed in reality. So this is called as stroboscopic effect. This false belief can cause an accident in the industrial situation, that is the main hazard. It is a real hazard in the presence of moving machineries. High intensity discharge lamps and fluorescent tubes have some flicker content in their light output at twice the mains frequency. So this is the main hazard. So these high speed movement or this moving machinery can cause hazard if someone observes that these machineries or these blades or these moving objects at consider as a stationary object or as a objects in a slow motion. So this is due to the high intensity discharge lamps and the fluorescent tubes. So how to diminish this stroboscopic effect? Light the moving object with lamps fed from the two different phase AC supplies or from 2 or 3 phases of 3-phase supply, or LED luminaries. So rather than supplying from single point, we can supply the light, the AC current from two different sources or from two or three phases of a three-phase supply. That is one of the remedy. Then select a lamp with low flicker characteristics. So you can go for the low flicker characteristics lamps rather than flicker characteristics lamps. A fluorescent coated high intensity discharge tungsten filament GLS lamp or ordinary filament lamp. So you can opt for the low flicker characteristics lamps. Add a local GLS lamp to augment the general lighting. Use GLS or tungsten halogen lamps fed from a direct current supply and use the common twin tube circuit. So these are the different solutions. The basic solution is you can supply the lamps from the different sources or from the three phases, or you can go for the low flicker characteristics lamps, or you can go for the GLS lamps or the tungsten halogen lamps, and which are fed from the DC instead of AC supply. Use the common twin tube circuit. These are the different solution to diminish the stroboscopic effect. Thank you.